Thanks for joining us back here at the Check Me Out Showcase, Seattle. We're here in the Upperclass division as we get ready to bring you Team 4 versus Team 5. I'm Marcus Burnett. Pleasure of being joined by Kelsey Plum as we get ready for another matchup. Quick wardrobe regulation by the officials, and we should be ready to go.
I always used to hate when the officials would catch you with bobby pins or change your headband. Like, let us play.
All right, it's kind of like, don't you have bigger fish to fry?
Right?
You know? He tipped off this one.
I was in Australia last week with our team, and the ref told me I couldn't play with a braid in my hair.
Wow.
Just, stuff like that, man.
Yeah, I would love to see that ref's performance just based off of that. I mean, come on now. Rebound pulled out of there by number 160, Grace Sarver. Sarver up top. Screen set by Custodio.
That was a nice little flare screen. Black just ran. Couldn't knock the shot down. Got that one there, but I like that execution.
They got a 2 for $1 sale on threes there. Missed the first one, but Lyric Custodio cashes in on the second. Custodio and an EBA camper. Been able to see her multiple times there on the East Coast. Can definitely shoot it from three. Exhibit A, our first points of the game. Sarver with it. They wanted to get it inside to Anna Luce, but didn't like the angles. Instead, we'll have a foul on the play.
That was a nice take by Sarver. She did a great job getting into the lane, getting her arm into the defender's shoulder to be able to draw that contact.
Early on, Sarver being very deliberate about, sort of setting the tone up top, moving it around, but also knowing when to pick her spots to attack, as we saw there with that last trip to the line. Baseline drive, met by a few black jerseys who were able to change that shot. Nice move. We got all that coast to coast. Hannah McVicker.
McVicker did a great job taking it all the way to the hole, not letting a defender stop her little Euro step.
And out of nearby Renton, Washington. Two-point jumper. Silky along the baseline there for Samaya Tolliver.
That was a nice pass inside. The defense collapsed, kicked it out, knocked down the shot. Great job, White.
Looks like we'll have a foul there on that screen. It's 5-2 early on.
I like the energy better of this this second group. They've done a great job of just, picking up the intensity on the defensive end and making the other team really work for their shots.
The ball movement creates a good look, and they cash in.
Coach Katie Collier extremely excited on our end.
Michaela Guerrera, the source of that excitement as she knocks down that jumper. Good ball movement. That was one of those shots to where it just seemed like it was going in before it had even left her hand, just because of the energy that the ball has. Jalen Rose made that point. Sure, he wasn't the first to make it, but he echoed it on the airwaves about how the basketball has such good energy. When you're moving, get good things are sort of bound to happen.
That's so true. Our coach talks about how the basketball guys reward good play. So that was definitely an energy basketball guy check shot.
Speaking of basketball guys, when people say the ball doesn't lie, do you believe in that statement, or do you think it's just,
That's a great question. Personally, I think the ball doesn't lie for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I think that some people can get away with it.
Yeah.
It depends on who you are.
That's always my thought has always been the ball doesn't lie is always the convenient statement you make depending on which side of the coin you're on.
That's very
If you
true.
think a foul was a bad foul call and somebody misses their first free throw, well that's the ball doesn't lie. What if that person's a 52% free throw shooter?
Right.
The ball could be telling the truth. He was going to miss that free throw regardless. I think it all depends on which one suits your interest best.
Well, I've been on the other end where I didn't get fouled, but they called it, and I made the free throw. So, does the ball lie?
Hey.
Who knows?
The ball may or may not, but the final score never does. So as long as you're up in that end, that's what matters.
Amen.
Both teams trying to do that here in this camp game so far. So good in terms of it being back and forth. First contest was a little lopsided early on. This one more balanced. Most recent score for number 85, Katie Taylor.
I think we're in for a three-point shootout, it kind of seems like.
Hey, I like to see those. Number 159 headed to the line. That's Jade Lovell.
She did a really nice job of a little in and out hesitation, got her defender to stand up for a second, was able to get by her, and now she's on the line.
The CBA Swish Black, another travel program represented here. Solid coaching from top to bottom. You've got their older group represented here as well as ECBA Swish class of 2019. Too strong on the inside. Score that one. Anna Luce. She's out of Mercer Island, and I'd like to put an asterisk there. I think I want to verify Anna's last name pronunciation there at halftime. So just to make sure we give credit where it's due and get the pronunciation right. That line drive jumper is scored there for number 27, Taylor Rarick.
Rarick did a nice job of letting the screen and the play develop as she just got her feet set and was able to knock that shot down.
We'll talk about it as a player because you want to be able to, to be able to have the recognition and take advantage of opportunities as we see a triple score there by Madison DuBois. But you also want to be able to let the play develop and not come in with a predetermined read. Talk about finding that balance as a player.
It can be difficult because when you go into a play or a situation, you have an idea of what you want to get. But like you said, you have to let the play develop, and you can't come in with a predetermined read, especially at a very high level in college. You're scouted. The defense knows you very well, and so you have to react and make the defense wrong.
You mentioned a three-point shootout. It's been that, and it's been scoring inside the perimeter as you had number 159, Jay Lovell, get another triple, and then answering right back was number 608, Anna.
There's just there's some great offensive movement and not a lot of great defensive movement today.
Yeah, we're not seeing the defense as tight as it can be, but I think that'll get tighter as the game goes on. But second triple of the contest for Katie Taylor. Taylor out of Shoreline, Washington. Name of her club team is The Way to Win. I say shooting like that has something to do with it. We have substitutions on both sides. Scores 20-16 right now in favor of Team 5. Probably will see aggressive closeouts on Taylor for the rest of this first half. They run her off the line. Can't get that shot to go.
Thought she should have shot that with her left hand. She went left, shot it with the right. The defense was on that side, made it a tougher contested shot.
Talk about the value of using a camp like this to, obviously you want to stick to your strong suits. You don't want to totally come out here and use it as a guinea pig, for lack of a better word, but you also want to take advantage of working on certain things in a game setting that can help you get better at game speed. Talk about this type of event and how you can use it to do that.
Well, you definitely want to showcase your skills and your talents. People are evaluating, and that's going to be taken into consideration. But at the same time, you're going for the long run. A lot of players, I think, they maybe try to do too much when they're here. And, you know, the long run in your development as a player for your future is what's most important. So there's a fine line between showcasing your skills and then just working on your skills and getting better at them.
So you mean the post player that's been wanting to show their ability to hit the trail three and just jacking up threes, you mean that might not be a good time to pull it out?
That might not be the best time to pull it out.
Up top, it's number 64, Jillian Martin. Now there's Tolliver. She had just hit a jumper there along the baseline. Can't get that triple to go. Long rebound. Going to be pulled in there by Team 5. SWAT team, that one's rejected out of there by Taylor. Custodio lost the handle but was able to get it.
There you go, talking about that energy.
Yep. Did all 5 even if all 5 didn't touch it, at least 4 players touched it there.
You know, I think Coach was talking about a statistic last year with our team. If there was a possession where at least 4 of the people on our team touched the ball, we shot like 60-something% from the field. I mean, it really is a big difference when you move the ball.
Yep. Huge. A jumper off the mark there by 166. Kayla Guerra. Throwing it up, going to get it at his highest point was Grace Sarver. She lays it in, the assist by Taylor.
That was a nice feed inside by Taylor, and Sarver able to wait on the timing, jump up, catch it. Good athlete.
Yeah, a few things I've liked from Taylor. Obviously, she's been hitting the 3 ball, but we saw her even on that layup that she missed where you thought she should have used the left instead of the right. She had used her knocking down a few threes to be able to, you know, draw that attention and attack instead of just jacking up another 3. And there we saw her on an assist as well. So finding multiple ways to get things done for the squad here early on. Guerra over to Tolliver. Tolliver hasn't been shot from outside, and she's hit 2 out of the 3 jumpers she's taken.
Nice pass.
Good look. As you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. As it was the reverse. It was a Taylor assist to a Sarver bucket. There they flip it. Sarver with the assist. Baby jumper by Taylor. Two-point game, 19-21. We're just under the 4-minute mark.
I would like to see White do a better job of getting back defensively in transition. You know, and that really is relied on the point guard to talking, communicating, who's matching up with who, and being able to lead and vocalize their defensive schemes.
Both of these teams will make you pay. You're not getting back in transition. Good hustle there. And pushed on to play. Great job there by Madison DuBois. Lovell had it poked away. Wrestle for the 50-50 ball. It'll be a jump. Possession arrow is going to give it to Taylor Rarick and Team 5. That one in and out. Offensive board. Follow-up no good. Third time. It's not a charm, but they get another opportunity here as Rarick will pull it out. Lovell being guarded by Anna Luce. So about 4 offensive rebounds there in that sequence.
They're going to make you pay. If you don't box out, eventually it's going to go in. Good job on White to stay tenacious on those boards.
Wide open 3. Can't get the shot to go. Ball tipped around. Believe it was last touched by number 140, Archer Olsen. The assist by Thibbert. As Anna continues to have a very good first half. It was up high, she kept it high, got the jumper to go.
That was a nice play by Black, just a quick cross screen on the baseline. Good pass by the inbounder and nice touch on the finish.
Strong drive, access denied on the inside by Olsen. Olsen, good sequence there for Olsen. The block on one end, the dish on the other. Anna not done showing the versatility. Just that one to go about 2 feet inside the three-point line.
I love when she squares up, shows her shoulders, and just knocks down that jumper. It's tough to guard.
Anna's out of Mercer Island, Washington. Apparently a teammate on that, the Way to Win program. That Katie Taylor is a part of as well. So Way to Win definitely in the house. Offensive rebound leads to a wide open three. Foul there on the rebounding attempt. About 20 seconds to work with here in the first half. 35-25, a 10-point game.
You know, Sarvo on that last play, there's 20 seconds. I'd like to see her kind of space it out, get her team under control, come off a ball screen or an isolation maybe, and get the last shot for her team for the half. Same play.
Yeah. That time they were waiting as Anna has already shown what she can do there in that round. Appreciate you joining us here on SUV TV. We'll take a short break and be right back with more Check Me Out Showcase. Seconds away from getting the second half started. Marcus Burnett joined by Kelsey Plume, and got those pronunciations verified for you. Number 608, talented player that's been getting a lot of work done here up to this game. I did get her last name right. It's Luce, so we had that correct. And number 126 is Madison DuBois. So your assessment of the game so far, Kelsey, for anybody that might just be joining us, what's the best nutshell summary you can give them of the way the game has gone up to this point?
Well, it's been a shootout on both ends of the floor. I think both teams have done a great job with ball movement, a lot of unselfish play. getting the ball out in transition. Not a ton of defense, but as you said, when the game gets a little tighter during the end, I think we'll start to see more of that.
Been a fun one to watch up to this point. There's Tolliver. Tolliver gets the step.
I like that move by Tolliver. I wish she would have taken one more dribble and laid that up uncontested with her right hand on the right side.
That one's taken away by Chloe Morrison. Morrison being bothered by Tolliver. Tolliver takes it the other way and can't get the layup to go. Guerra's been a little quiet since knocking down her first triple there with a few minutes into the first half. Here we'll have a 1-for-2 opportunity for number 64, Jillian Martin. Anytime a player is fouled and they don't make the shot attempt and they head to the line, they get one free throw. If they hit it, they get 2 points for it. Ball poked away, picked up by Thibbert.
It's been a little sloppy here to start the second half. Team's going to start to slow down and, you know, make better decisions with the ball.
Yeah, those last two jumpers, I thought somebody might have told them that the ball would self-destruct if the shot wasn't put up within 3 seconds. But like you mentioned, the total body of work for this game has been a good one. So I look for both teams to sort of get back to what they've been doing. Is a brick wall is met on the inside. They're good defense by number 218, Kelsey Rafus.
Rafus did a good job just staying put. She's a very strong player. When we were doing breakdown drills, I thought she was going to take my head off with her passes.
I liked her defense there, but I also like the officials because it was a good no call. Like how many times do you see officials that just, you know, they have to either make it about them or maybe, you know, look at a certain amount of contact and feel like they're obliged to call something. That time it was just good defense and they let it go.
It happens all the time. You know, in college it happens less, but in high school it can be difficult, especially if you're a very big post player. Standing there and someone that bounces off on you, if you're a smaller guard, they almost always get the call, and I just feel bad because they're in the right position.
Yep. Anna Luce has been in the right position for the majority of this game. She got another bucket on the end. Unofficially, you know, she's easily working with about 14 to 16 points, and I think that's even on the conservative side up to this point.
Luce has done a great job just throughout the game, being aggressive, knowing when to set screens, just moving to the right places. You know, there says something about a player that's in the right spot at the right times.
She will get a chance to rest for a few minutes.
You know, as Sarvo comes back in the game at the point right now, I'd like to see her be extremely aggressive like she was earlier, but also be a little bit more vocal as a point guard and just kind of knowing what her team is into.
That was some of how she started the game, and like you mentioned, just sort of getting back to it. Lovell contested mid-range, can't get it to go. There's Sarver with the rebound, pass ahead to Custodio. I mean, she might have one of those Buffalo Wild Wings earbuds in her ear because it seemed like when you said what you wanted to see from her, she came right there and made a play.
That was a nice rebound by Sarvo. She got up on that one, grabbed it, and put it back in. I love to see those aggressive offensive rebounds.
Yeah, great play. Passed it ahead and didn't just wait and look for the play to finish. She was attacking the glass to make sure that they got the bucket. That was Archer Olsen with the high arching splash there on the jumper along the baseline. Three-pointer for number 70, Hannah McVicker.
I have a question. How many three-point made shots do you think have been in this game?
Man, we're definitely double digits. Definitely double digits. I'm going to say 13.
I would say I think you're about right. It's been a lot.
Yeah, there has been. And as a big fan of offense, I have no qualms with it whatsoever. But like you mentioned, I think that the defense, we will see the defense get tighter as we get into the final minutes. Right now, we still have just under 11 minutes remaining here in the contest. That one's off the mark there by Cameron Edward. Edward with the let me get loose shot there. Off the mark. Ball poked away and now brought in by Rarick. Rarick's got Olsen running with her, drops it off for the lay-in.
Nice play. I like the no look by Rarick. Just able to get the ball to Olsen and good finish.
Those fast break situations, she made the defender commit. Talk about being able to read those. You know, it's like we talked about with a screen in terms of letting the play develop. I think a lot of times, even on a fast break, you can be committed to, oh, I'm going to shoot it or I'm going to pass it. Got to be able to wait until you either can get the defender to commit and make the best read. Talk about being able to assess that situation as a player.
It's huge. I mean, especially the higher level you go as a point guard, if you're able to read the next level of defense and if you're able to make defenders commit to you and get your teammates open shots, that's the difference between good and great point guards.
Baseline drive, Lovell gets a piece of it, and Rarick pass ahead. It'll be knocked out of bounds, last touch by Sarver. Got the pleasure of being joined here in the broadcast booth by number 59, Taylor Kissinger. Taylor, how's it going here so far at the Check Me Out Showcase?
It's going good. It's a lot of competition out there, but it's a lot of fun being here and everything and traveling like across the world to just play against the best players.
So obviously the talent there on the floor and the players you get to play with and against means a lot. How has the camp staff been for you in terms of who you've been able to learn from and soak up some knowledge from here?
I'm learning from every single one of the coaches. I'm trying to like pay attention to their detail and trying to really just do all the drills right, and so I can become a better basketball player.
Anybody up to this point that you really enjoyed playing with or against so far?
Not that I know of right now. I haven't really gotten to know like too many players yet, but I will by tomorrow.
Tolliver takes that jumper. The assist by number 128, Jasmine Gales, and the Tolliver lay-in.
You can see the intensity of this game starting to pick up as it's getting closer to the end. I like to see that. I like to see the competition come out in people.
It's coming out. We got a back wall full of campers that are there watching. Some of them are getting ready for the underclass session as well. So, Taylor, if you had to summarize your game, what do you feel like are some of your strongest points, some of your strengths there on the floor, and what are you looking to work on the most heading into this next high school season?
My strongest points are probably my shooting and my range where I can get out and spread the court. And then what I need to work on is my pull-up game. It's not very good right now, but I'm trying to work on it.
Luce gets the rebound. And we'll have a backcourt violation. So you played your travel ball with all Iowa attack, correct?
Yes. Yep.
How would you rate your past travel season, both individually and as a team?
It's been an awesome experience. It's my first time like playing in the Nike League, and it was just an awesome experience to play against the best players. And my team, we made a run for it at Nike National, so that was so much fun to play with them for my last summer and everything. And they were just like great teammates, and I thought I did a pretty good job of putting in like my effort towards like shooting and giving effort and everything for my team so we could come out with wins.
So Taylor, I know that you're committed to Iowa State. What are you excited for at the next level?
Nebraska.
You're committed to Nebraska? Mo got it wrong. You told me you're committed to Iowa State.
No,
okay, my bad, Nebraska.
Okay.
What are you excited for moving on to the next level?
I'm just excited to get better and see like what I can do when I get there, and hopefully I can play right away and just work hard during my off season to try to get to where I can play on the court with the big league. So.
Oh wow, that's a big mistake. Sorry.
Okay.
Red, so that explains the red shorts, the red headband. Go Big Red there.
Yeah.
Where the Huskers are getting a good one, and we appreciate you joining us here. Enjoy the rest of your Check Me Out showcase. We're looking forward to having you on SUV TV.
Thank you.
Anna Luce is back in the game. Skip pass over in the corner to Custodio. Can't get it to go, but Katie Taylor with the offensive board. Another three-pointer launched up. As it's a 44-44 game, just under 6 minutes left.
Team Black has started to get really shot happy on the perimeter. I think I'd like to see them get it into lose or attack to the basket, get something going downhill.
Yep. You hit the nail on the head there, agreed. We'll have a push there along the baseline going to go against Stibbert. And as we've seen her do for the majority of this game, I think Anna Luce is going to have her fingerprints all over the next few minutes. She doesn't block that shot, but definitely helps affect it. With great hustle on the offensive glass by Jasmine Gales.
That was nice defense by Luce. She didn't foul. She was straight up. Made the defense shoot over. The offense, excuse me.
Gales. Nice footwork, the hoop, and the finish.
On this next possession, I'd really like to see Black get the ball inside to Luce. She hasn't had a touch in a minute, and she needs one. Nice pass.
And it's delivered. Supply and demand. Needed a touch from Luce and a bucket. Coincidentally, they get both there on that possession. That'll make it 47-46. Still a 1-point advantage for Team 5 after that and one by Jasmine Gales. Matter of fact, we'll take another look at that VR SUV replay. As you'll see Gales get it. The footwork to set that move up. I wasn't sure whether she traveled or not there.
She might have gotten away with the step there, but.
Oh, that's that LeBron, that's that crab dribble that LeBron James was talking about. If it's a travel, just call it a crab dribble. Sarver doing a great job rebounding from the guard position. Pass ahead to Luce. It's just good basketball right there. You got a guard in there, doesn't mind doing the dirty work. Sarver has been rebounding all game, and then you got a player like Luce that can just run the floor and finish in stride.
I love seeing the big woman run, beat everyone down the court. That's something we haven't seen in a minute. I really appreciate that.
Man, you got to have some college coaches salivating. A 6'2" player. We were having a conversation from the airport, myself, James Parker, Stephen Peck, Jonathan Hemingway, and somebody said something along the lines of a 6'2" player that could do like 3 or 4 things that is tough for most 6'2" players to be able to do. And we were like, man, every college coach in the world is looking for that. That's obvious. But when you look at a player like Luce, she's a wish list kind of player from what she's shown here today. She checks a lot of boxes.
She has a nice frame, too. She's strong, but she's mobile. Something at the next level that translates really well.
Hannah McVicker gets another triple. No, over and back violation will give it back. It's 51-49. (51-49) in favor of Team 5. Jumper off the mark, hustling, getting the rebound though with McVicker.
Nice pass. It's that energy you were talking about earlier. I mean, Sarver and Luce have just had it today. They've connected really well multiple times for each other's assists and baskets.
That most recent connection makes it 49-54. It's a 5-point lead for Team Black. Tolliver with the take. She'll go to the line for the 1-for-2 opportunity.
You know, that was a smart take by Tolliver. The game's getting close. You need a bucket. Do you settle for a 3? No. Take it to the hole. Stop the clock, I think at least. And, and she missed the free throw. I jinxed her.
Yeah, gotta have a free throw. That three-pointer could help make up for it. One minute, 56 seconds. Still a 5-point advantage for Team Black. The way Sarver's rebounded, I'm surprised she didn't just jump up there and snatch it from between the rim and the backboard. Right, you see lead trainer there, Chris Hipple, just across the court, just one of a very talented staff we have here on site. Kelsey Plume being another member. Arvin Mosley, Chris Hansen himself. Type of camp staff is, hey, you guys have made me have to resist the urge to hoop here today, man. I got to find somewhere to hoop after I leave here. I can't listen to you guys and just broadcast all day. Still a 5-point contest.
A lot of one-on-one ball right now for White. They need to get something going, whether that's a screen and roll or something.
Three-pointer off the mark there by Gales. This time is not on their side. We are under the minute mark. Good shot. It's number 97, Madeline Messina. Gales gets it in the level, stops on a dime, and elevates and splashes it. 30 seconds to work with. (56-51), Team Black still leading.
I don't know if I like that last shot by Black. They got to get a better possession, a better quality shot, especially late in the game like this.
Yep. Three-pointer could have made things more interesting. It's about 3 seconds as that rebound was cleared out of there by Anna Luce. If we had to pick a player of the game, she would definitely be it. A great contest there for Anna Luce. Mercer Island. Well, that will do it for our broadcast slate here for the Upperclass division here at the Check Me Out Showcase. You can stick with us. We'll have our first Underclass division broadcast at 4:30, another one at 5:15, and then we'll have 4 for you on day 2. Marcus Burnett had the pleasure of being joined by Kelsey Plum here courtside. We'll see you here tomorrow at the Check Me Out Showcase.